That's right. We'll do it all over again, regardless of all those hangovers and whatnot and silly things. It is Katy Perry with 3 in a row, ending with that song that I must play on a Friday night. Today is Friday night, by the way. And that song is called Last Friday Night. And guess what? We have our special guest in the studio. Please welcome back to the show, Yan J.
Hello, Joseph. Hello, everybody.
Good to have you back. And hey, let's talk about Friday nights.
Yeah.
You know, that's a great song. I don't know if you've heard this song before.
Lazy song, right?
This is a lazy song. And then the last song that we played was called Last Friday Night by Katy Perry.
Oh, no, I haven't heard it.
It's really interesting because a lot of people can relate to it.
Uh-huh.
You know, I actually printed out the lyrics right here.
Okay.
You know, she says, last Friday night, we danced on tabletops. We took too many shots. Think we kissed, but I forgot.
Yeah, a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah. And this one, pictures of last night ended up online. How has your Friday nights been?
Actually, I didn't know today was Friday night until you just mentioned it. It's been like this for the past month, just because I've been promoting my album nonstop.
Right.
And so kind of lose track of what day in the week it is.
That's the story of most musicians, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
Especially musicians that's like promoting their new album.
If anything, you guys probably like Monday and Tuesday better. Because, you know, normally on the weekends, there's a lot of events going on.
Right.
You know, concerts are going to happen on the weekend as well. And by Monday, Tuesday, people are like, oh, okay, finally, get a rest. But then again, you have to go to a lot of media and, you know.
No, but I think you're right. I think my days aren't as busy on Mondays or Tuesdays.
See?
Yeah, less events.
Right.
It's more like radio shows and like magazine interviews.
Exactly, yeah. A little bit more chill, if you will.
Yeah.
And so that's why you should write a song about Monday nights instead. For those who are hearing Yan for the first time, shame on you, because he's a very talented musician, songwriter, singer, of course, here in Taiwan. And he just released his second album called Not Alone. 不孤独这个专辑啊。虽然其实第一首歌一放进去的话，它是叫做谢谢你的灵感。
Right.
感觉这应该才是 title， 因为你上一张专辑叫做谢谢你的
美好
嘛，对啊。
Yeah, it's I did it on purpose. I want this song to be like a reference to the last album.
Right.
Because like this song is talking about how 谢谢你的美好。这张专辑 has affected my life.
Right.
And I want to thank that album for. 所以我是在谢谢你的美好。
Okay.
Like that.
To thank the last album, which is thanks for your 美好是什么？
Yeah, 对，谢谢你的美好。
对，谢谢你的美好。
Yeah.
But that's why 谢谢你的灵感 is the first track. Actually, strategically, I think you put it there for that reason.
Yes,
too, you know?
Exactly.
It kind of continues on from what you did last album, and what great success he achieved from that album, because you were nominated twice at the past Golden Melody Awards.
Right.
Yeah. I was rooting for you so bad.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously. I mean, I'll be honest, okay? Because being a DJ, we meet a lot of other musicians too. And I printed out the list of all the 金曲奖入围者的. And then I kind of did a checklist. I'm like, okay, Yan has to get Best New Artist. And then, you know, like we're friends with I.O. too. So they were nominated in that category, but they were also nominated in Best Group. So I said, okay, they should get Best Group, you know. And then Wei Lian, of course, we know too. And then he can get, you know, Best, song or something, you know.
Right, everyone gets a piece.
Everyone gets a little piece.
I know. I mean, William is a great singer-songwriter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very happy for him that he won Best New Artist of the Year.
Yes, he did. But again, being nominated, I mean, the day you found out that you got a nomination, that must be something.
Yeah, that was like winning the award already.
Yeah.
To find out I was even nominated. And I think... I think my focus now is on my second album because I'm pretty confident in my work. It's like this is the first time I'm the producer for all the tracks.
Right.
And I mean for the entire album basically.
Right.
And so I'm looking forward to Golden Melody Award next year.
Yeah. There you go. You know, there's the challenge right there.
Right.
But I just have to say, even though it's very cliche to say, oh, you know, getting a nomination is like getting an award already, but it really is if you really think about it, because like, you know, you actually were in the States before, right? And to go back to your friends and go, hey, I got nominated for Golden Melody, just that alone, to me, if I were a singer, be like, wow, Golden. you know? So congratulations once again.
I mean, I did tell like my friend Tim, who lives, he's a professional drummer now, and I grew up with him, and he's actually the drummer for my new album.
Oh.
And so I told him that, hey, I got nominated for Best New Artist and like Best a Single Producer for the Golden Melody Award. Basically,
Right.
it's like the Grammys of
Taiwan,
of Asia,
of the Chinese Asian market, yeah. So you must be thrilled about that too, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and play, your first track right here. I know there's a lot of other great tracks on the album that we're gonna get to, but first off, this is the song that we just mentioned. It's 谢谢你的灵感 right here on ICRT FM 100. FM 100. Thank you for your inspiration. Kind of a tribute and dedication to his own last album, 谢谢你的美好. Very nice. Again, that is Yan Jue right here on the Jam. And again, I believe I mentioned this last time. It just so happens your name, Yan Jue, 你自己本身也是受到爵士音乐的影响很大。
Yeah.
What
was
the story about? Like someone named you that intentionally, right?
I named myself that.
You did, okay. Yeah. Intentionally, right? Because again, having a lot of jazz influence.
Yeah, I mean, it's jazz music that made me start listening to music in the first place. Because before jazz, I was uninterested in anything musical. Like when I was really young, my mom took me to piano lessons.
Right.
And after 4 lessons, told my mom that I have absolutely no interest in music. I want to stop this piano thing.
Must have been the teacher.
I don't know. I think it was my. I just wasn't interested, and it's because I heard jazz piano when I was age 10.
See, that's the strangest thing. As a kid, it's hard for kids to get into that type of music, to be honest.
Well, I think it's what kind of jazz, because even in jazz, there's like cool jazz and there's not so cool jazz.
Right.
And what I heard was really cool. It was bebop.
Bebop, okay. Yeah. It's a little bit more fun.
Yeah, because like swing music is like for old people.
Right.
A bebop is for people like...
Yeah, younger and hipper.
Yeah. Because it's like fast and it's exciting.
Right.
It's Charlie Parker.
Yeah, Charlie Parker.
And my new album, I did a tribute to Charlie Parker.
Yeah.
With Li Tangna.
Donna Lee. Exactly. Yeah. Which is really interesting and cool what you did to give it some lyrics too.
Yeah, and it's the first time I tried out like Chinese instruments. Like pipa and guzheng. And
you did all that?
I did all
yourself?
That. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And I think it's a breakthrough in Asian pop. Just because a lot of people has try fusing Chinese instruments with pop music, like Jay Chou, Lee Hong, David Tao.
Yeah.
But they have their thing already, like with R&B, with rock, with hip hop.
Right.
But I did it with jazz.
Right.
So
that's true. That's why it is different. It doesn't sound like what they've been doing. Yeah.
All right. So that's what I wanted was a sound that you could hear and say, oh, like Yan Jie wrote this song, or this is like Yan Jie style. You
got to the point, the whole spirit of jazz music. That's the thing about jazz, right? Normally, unless it's vocal jazz, otherwise, it's musicians playing, whatever. And a lot of the greats, when you hear their music, oh, this is Miles Davis, this is who, because it kind of stands out that way by itself. They have their own little twist and style.
Right. But I mean, I want to be myself in the pop genre and not with those jazz giants. Right. Because what Yan Jie's music is still pop music. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We're going to play that song later on then. Oh, cool. We'll have to. But right now we're going to take a short break for our entertainment report. That's coming up with Eric Gao, and then we're going to have more from Yan Jie right here on ICRT. Stay tuned.